Hey, welcome to Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And today I'm going to be making some pork patty burgers. Yep, I've done this before on a gas grill, on charcoal grills. Been doing it a little while now. Been waiting for the opportunity to do it on a video. Now, as you can tell by the sound of the cicadas in the back, it's a late evening on a hot August afternoon here in Southwest Louisiana. And I had some things to do after work, so it may get dark before these finish. I've already fixed up the pork burger patties inside. I'm gonna show you how I did it, all right? And I'm gonna cook them on my new Southwest discata, all right? Or disco, or cowboy wok, or whatever you wanna call it. And we're gonna fry some fries in it at the same time we make these pork patty burgers. Now, I'm gonna put mine on a bun with some mayonnaise, mustard, possibly some sriracha, maybe some pickles or jalapenos, and I'm gonna eat mine like that. My daughter, she's just gonna eat it. She loves these pork patties so much, she says, Dad, you don't even need a bun. And the reason you don't need a bun is because there's bread in it, all right? You're thinking pork burgers, it gets dry. Well, I learned a little technique from watching America's Test Kitchen a while back, and I've been making pork burgers now this way. And you know how, like, if you're my age, like a Generation Xer, you remember your grandparents who grew up in the Great Depression used to make burgers that were more like meatloaf by putting breadcrumbs and everything in it, and eggs and stuff, because they had to make the meat stretch. Well, normally I don't care for that. You know, the Salisbury steak thing instead of the hamburger steak thing, right? Normally I want my burgers to be burgers and not meatloaf. But with pork, you kind of want them to be meatloaf because pork can get very, very dry. So we're gonna put some bread in there. I've got some Italian bread, milk, and then I'm gonna season them up with some Uncle Steve's shake, and they're gonna be good, y'all. Gonna be good. So just watch how I season them, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this propane cooker fired up and the disc heated up so we can cook some pork patty burgers and some fries. All right, I had that much left of an Italian loaf, and I used about half of it, broke it up into crumbs so they look like that. Gonna add some milk, and we're gonna mash this into a gel. Now, whenever you mix a crumbled bread like this into a liquid, it's called a panade. That's a fancy cooking word for you, a panade. You know, like pan is bread in Spanish, or pain in French, you know, P-A, it looks like pain, right? Anyway, ground pork from Birkwood Farms. There's a pound of it, and it was actually purchased from Pasture Prime Farms and sent to me by the benevolent subscriber. He paid for it and sent it to me as a gift. That's some Worcestershire sauce in there, and then some herbs de Provence. That's us dried herbs. Now, look, if this wasn't a weeknight, maybe I'd have cut up some fresh onion, bell pepper, garlic, maybe even celery, and put in there real fine in a food processor, but I'm just using dried stuff. That's Uncle Steve's South Texas Red, and with the herbs de Provence and the South Texas Red, it gives us a real good flavor, and I'm happy with it. Started to mix it, realized I left out an egg, so I'm gonna put one egg in there to a pound of pork, and mix this around. Half a dozen patties patted out and ready for the cowboy wok. Let's get it lit. All right, I changed the camera angle from where you light it to almost 180 degrees. A little more convenient for me to cook if the camera's there. All right, got some lard. Gonna put some lard in here. This is for the French fries, not for the pork patty burgers. Get that out in there. Because lard's free, I make it myself when I make pulled pork and stuff like that. This may be beef tallow, because it feels more like tallow. I might have switched off the lids. Lard's a little softer. All right, now, I like to take it and run it all around here. Since I was cooking pork, I thought I'd use lard, but I think somebody switched the tops. This smells and looks a little more like tallow. So that's probably what it is. I had it miss, because I keep lard and tallow in these jars, and I write it on top, and I'm pretty sure this is the beef. You know what, let's use it all. Let's use it all. There we go. Let's get that melted up. All right, the grease is hot. Let's get these fries in there. You kind of slide them in. They don't splatter as much. maybe have just a little too much for that amount of grease. Should have saved some of, you know what I am? I'm gonna save some of these for the second batch. Save some of those for the second batch. They'll just go in with the second batch. All right, that really did cool down my lard, my grease. And so now I'm gonna wait for that to heat up a little bit before putting these pork patties on. First one on right there in front of you, like that. Mash it down a little bit. They are kind of sticky and it won't slide so much. Don't let it slide into the lard. Let them cook slowly. You want them cooking slower than those French fries. Now, if you're doing this on a flat top griddle, you don't have the problem with those sliding. But you'll have to maybe get another vessel to deep fry your French fries. But it'll work on a flat top griddle. That one did all right. Now, I've made these several times. First time in the wok. I've done them in frying pans, I've done them on grills, and I've done them on a gas grill, charcoal grill and a gas grill, and frying pans. First time in this wok, but I think it's gonna be beautiful. As you watch them cook now, I haven't done these pork patties on the discata yet, but I have done the pork patties. But I did burgers the other day. I've only had this less than a week. And I had the burgers around here like that and the fries frying in the middle. And the juices from those beef patties dripped into the grease that the fries were frying in. And my kids thought those were the best fries ever. I suppose this seasoned pork will have a similar effect. All right, these fries are ready to get out of here. We're gonna start the second batch. So let me get them on out of here and onto the tray. Should probably have a paper towel to drain them. And we'll flip these patties here in a minute because they're getting real close too. Same thing with the burgers. About the time the first batch of fries was done, it was time to flip the burgers. Looks like these patties are going to be about the same way. All right, let's turn these patties. Oh, look at that. It's going to be beautiful. There's a fry. We'll leave you right up there, buddy, and pull you out in a minute. I think that one feels like it's got a good sear on it. Whoa, don't do that. Got to be careful. Kind of want to stick them to the side because they will slide in. Once again, that's not a problem on a flat griddle, but I think there's a lot of advantages to cooking with this cowboy wok. All right, so it's just one of the things we're going to deal with. All right, so you stay. Nope, get out. Might make it taste better deep frying them like that. I don't know. I might ought to leave them in the grease. That one stayed like it's supposed to. Let's slide these fries in, that second batch. Mike could do 3 batches, huh? These will cook. You know what I'm gonna do? Slide some of these fries right up there like that and fry these up, and when they're fried I'll slide those right down just like that. Can't do that in a fry pot. You can do that in this cowboy wok. All right, I want to test these. You want these to be around 155 to 160. Don't go over about 165, or even with the bread, they'll still be kind of dry. 147, 148. That one's about done. So That one's still got to go a ways. It's getting close though. All right, well, I just slid the fries that were up there down into the grease. These are all done. I've already taken 2 off that I've checked. And I taste tested one. And I tell you know what? I want a little more sear on that. It's done, but I want that to be a little crispier on that side. So I'm going to leave it right there. That one's done like I like it. But I really like the multiple zone cooking. All right. Now that's some taste tests for the chef right there that fell off. All right. These things are really good. And these are coming off here. And I like to eat mine like a burger on bread, but it has bread in it. And my kids are just happy eating it like meatloaf with like Heinz 57 or ketchup or something, or whatever other sauce I got in there. One of them likes to eat it with chicken wing sauce. So first time I've made it on the Scada, but the Southwest disc, but not the first time I've made these pork patties. At Burkwood Farms pork that came from pasture prime pork really makes these pork patties good too. All right, these fries look about done. I'm pulling them out. Look, thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. I like to say it in Spanish. Gracias por mirar. We're gonna go inside and enjoy these. All right, there they are. Pork patties and French fries in the Southwest disc.